Hey guys, real life, I totally forgot to film an intro, so we are going to jump right into this video, and I am using the Sonia Roselli Sexappeal exfoliator on Kendra to start. I just want to give her skin a soft, smooth finish, and then I'm actually going to follow it up with her Waterbalm moisturizer and primer. So I'm just getting all the dead skin off of Kendra right now, and then you're going to see me apply the Waterbalm. What's great about the Waterbalm is that it is a moisturizer, an eye cream, a night cream, and a serum, and a makeup primer, basically all in one. And this is something that I would put on in the morning and let soak into the skin before putting on your sunscreen. Next, I'm going to take the e.l.f. eye primer. What I love about this is it has a thinner consistency, almost very comparable to your Urban Decay, like basic eye primer. I like that it has a little bit of a pink tone to it, but it's not super heavy or thick, and it seems to set pretty quickly, but having a little bit of a thinner texture allows me to have the pigment of whatever eyeshadow I'm using really grip to my client's eyelids, and it's very easy to blend product on top of this eye primer, which you will see soon. So I'm so bummed because I dropped my Josephine Cosmetics eyeshadow palette. This is the palette Aubrey, and I just love this deep purple that I'm using on Kendra to start the smoky eye. Next, using my favorite Smith Cosmetics brush, the 232, and the color creation from the Limecrime Venus palette, I'm going to go ahead and start creating the drama in Kendra's crease. This is definitely a very basic, everyday kind of, a smoky eye we've all seen before. It's definitely your night out with your girlfriends or going out on a nice date, but I really love that Josephine really highly pigmented deep tone paired with this really matte orange. Now another Smith Cosmetics brush that I'm obsessed with is the 256 brush, and I'm also applying that Josephine color as well as the Limecrime color to underneath Kendra's eye. So I'm mirroring everything that I did on the top on the bottom. Then I'm also kind of using that 256 to do any detail work that I need to do on the top. So now we're going to start the other side, and you are going to see me using those two same brushes again. I like to work smarter, not harder, and both of these tools really do help me follow the shape of somebody's eye, no matter what their eye shape is. So you're going to see me recreate the same steps I did on the other side, and I left a little bit more detail into how much blending went into the smoky eye, so you guys can really see just how much blending goes into kind of perfecting and softening edges when you're doing someone's eye makeup. A clean Smith Cosmetics 235 brush just to buff around the edges. That's somewhat of my favorite way to kind of blend out edges without adding more product. I just like to take a clean tool and buff it out. This tool is made of goat hair, so it really does grab the product and blend it seamlessly. I'm going to use a Makeup Forever foundation and the 253 brush to clean up Kendra's brows and just kind of start blending that around the eyeshadow to lift her bone structure as we go ahead and we start kind of highlighting, contouring, and doing her brows. Now to give her a little bit of a highlight, I'm going to use the color Aura from the Limecrime Venus palette. I'm going to pop that right under the arch of her brow and soften it with my ring finger, then pop it into the tear duct of the eye as well. Now I'm using a bit of moisturizer and a cotton pad to clean up under Kendra's eyes before we move on. We are all fans of big fluffy lashes, but if you want something that has a good impact and is a little bit more lightweight, these wispy Christina lashes are everything. They are super comfortable, but you'll see how much drama they give you. So I'm using a latex-free, formaldehyde-free, all sorts of free lash glue. It's called LashXO, and you can just order it right on Amazon. And this, I love the way it dried and it gripped onto the eyelid really quickly, and it was super easy to move around if I needed to adjust. Now I'm going to use a clean spoolie to massage Kendra's natural lashes into the false lashes versus putting mascara on. What I like is that you don't necessarily need mascara if you blend your lashes together. Then, I don't want to necessarily put a huge liner on Kendra, but I do want to go ahead and hide that lash band and kind of fill in the empty spaces so it looks like a fluid line. I'm seriously so impressed with this NYX liquid marker eyeliner. It allows me to just get right into the spaces of the lashes so that if I don't want to put a full liner on somebody, I don't have to. Super easy to use, it's not super runny, it doesn't like kind of drip anywhere, and it's not super dry. And the actual brush is super easy to use. To help Kendra's skin glow is this NYX Liquid Illuminator and the Makeup Forever foundation palette. I'm going to go ahead and place the highlighter on her cheekbones, on her nose, the center of her forehead, and other key places that I really want her to glow. Then we will be doing some correcting before putting the foundation on. You know how there are some makeup lines that you just love certain products from, but other things not so much? There is something about this corrector from Bare Minerals. The texture is super smooth and it's super thin, but the pigment packs such a good punch that I'm able to correct underneath a client's eyes with very minimal product. And I do a lot of wedding makeup, so this is something that I absolutely love for my bridal clients because there'd be nothing worse than having your under eye crease or move around on you. And as you can see, this highlights and corrects at the same time, and it's just gorgeous. I think the product speaks for itself. Now using a soft beauty blender, I am going to go ahead and blend the Makeup Forever foundation onto Kendra. You're going to see that blend right into the Bare Minerals corrector that we put on her, so it's all going to start to be seamless together. So this beauty blender, I actually decided to get wet with water first. So it's super big and fluffy, and it had been sitting for quite a while before I started using it. And I actually really prefer to do it that way versus spraying it with a product. So I'm not setting Kendra with any powders today. I'm just gonna go ahead and take this Makeup Forever Mist and Fix and go ahead and move on. No, I haven't shown you the product, but I'm using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Light Contour Palette, and I'm just very softly using the Smith Cosmetics 112 brush to kind of start shaping her features. I don't want this makeup look to have a really heavy contoured look, but I do want her face to have some structure and a little bit more color. I'm choosing to go with some powder blushes today, and the first color I've chosen from MAC Cosmetics is Peaches. And that's going to be just her nice soft color to start, and I'm going to amp it up by adding Desert Rose to it for MAC Cosmetics. If you haven't had a chance to use these Melt Cosmetics Digital Dust Highlighters, you're missing out. They make the cheeks and the skin pop, but they are not super glittery, which I love. And I'm just adding a really soft amount to Kendra's cheekbones, her nose, above her lips, anywhere I really want her to glisten. Okay, now for a little more detailing work, I'm gonna go ahead and use this brow pencil from MAC, and I'm really only going to do these tiny little hair-like strokes into the brow. Kendra already has some really amazing eyebrows, but a little structure never hurt anyone. So we're gonna go ahead and pop this color in there, and then I'm going to put the NYX Clear Brow Gel right on top of it to kind of secure everything and to just keep that color lasting all day long. One of my favorite products is this Pop Hot ointment. I normally put this on people right at the beginning of the treatment, but this is actually going to help me apply the Melt Cosmetics lipstick Mary Jane right in the center of her lip to where it's a little bit more diluted and soft. So I very intentionally did the Pop Hot first, where normally, especially if I'm working with bridal clients, I will put that on them first. And I'm actually using the 256 brush from Smith Cosmetics to put this on. That's a powder brush, but I often find I really love using it for lips or cleanup work around the eyes. So I'm probably gonna wear this brush out, but as you can see, it looks really, really great. Now that we have that soft lip on, I really want to make it pop, so I'm going to go ahead and put some Glossier lip gloss on top of it to give it a really glossy pop. So grabbing all the eye brushes I used before, I'm just going to go ahead and do some final touches before we finish the look. Alright guys, so that is the look that I want to create on Kendra today. So I actually really love those Christina lashes. They're the wispies. I barely even put like a little bit of eyeliner on her just to kind of blend it in. But if you turn to the side here, you guys can kind of see like it just looks so like dainty and but still voluminous and wispy, so I really, really love it. I am kind of teetering away from using a lot of mascara and eyeliner on people, especially if it's something they need to have last all day long. In Phoenix, it gets very hot and humid and sweaty. Well, not humid, but it's been kind of humid. Sweaty and gross, and I just really wanted to use techniques that keep the lashes kind of fresh, but still full and like, you know, less stuff moving around. And I love these burnt orange, like brown colors too. I think Kendra's got to go on a hot date tonight with her hubby. So yes, I will link below all of the products that I use in this video, and then definitely comment and just let me know what other videos that you guys want to see on the collective page, and make sure you subscribe to our channel, and we will do more of these soon. Bye guys!